Get Boss YouTube, aka what's up YouTube. So yes, your eyes do not deceive you. Couple things, a lot of things going on right now. So this is going to be a quick draft breakdown. The actual week 1 game will hopefully be going up on Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, we are in a Pokemon Champions Draft League. If you guys are excited for this, make sure to leave a like and let me know what you guys think about our draft in the comment section below. I am eager to know what you guys think about our draft and also our new team logo. We are now the Hax Syndicate. Haxers is still our mascot, and this is pretty cool. Shouts out to ItsJustMat. He is awesome. He made me this logo. I will leave his channel link down below, as well as the link to all the coaches in this second season of the DDL, the Ditto Draft League. So check them out as well if you want to do that. So we were pick number 7 out of 14 coaches. Now I don't know anything about doubles or VGC. I don't play doubles. I don't play VGC. That's really it. The main reason I'm doing this is because it's Pokemon Champions. I want to play Champions, and unfortunately the only current format is doubles on it. So Shuckleking, my boy, dragged me into this, and here we are. So hopefully we can at least win one game, and we'll go from there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about our draft in the comment section. So we were able to get a pretty good mon from what I've seen in VGC currently, and I guess in draft it will be the same, and that is going to be Megazard Y. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm going to put on the screen here, but Megazard Y has a ridiculously high special attack stat, Drought, and Stab, Heat Wave being able to hit both of the opponent's Pokemon at once, which is absolutely amazing. Boosted by Stab and boosted by the Sun. This thing hits ridiculously hard. I don't know if it lost or gained any moves, but hey, I can click Heat Wave and things will take damage, so that works for me. Next off, we have Rotom Wash. I don't know how good this is in VGC. I did do a couple VGC games on Showdown, and one team had Rotom, and Rotom seemed pretty decent. So yeah, Electro Web is cool. It gives us Volt Switch. It gives us another ground immunity because Earthquake is pretty common, isn't it? I mean, I think it's like one of the best spread moves, right, in the game, in doubles. I don't know. I could just be making that up. But also, shout out to the front office homies for helping me with the draft, because I have no idea. I could not have done this by myself. They told me the draft looks good. People have told me this draft looks really good. It was a free draft, by the way. I forgot to point that out. It is a free draft, so that means there's no tiers and there's no points. So yeah, don't worry about the point value of mons, because we don't have a point system. It was just get what you want. Also, along with that, you could get as many megas as you wanted. So even though we are 2 picks in, that's how it was. So Rotom Wash, second pick. Figured it paired up really well with Zard Y. Obviously, we do have weaker Hydro Pumps, but I don't think that's going to be the worst thing ever. Then next off, round 3, I was surprised this was still around, and that is going to be Aegislash. Aegislash gave us a Steel type, a strong Ghost type, because it hits ridiculously hard with its base 140 attack stat when it switches into its Blade form. Also, Wide Guard is really cool because Rock Slide is super annoying in VGC and doubles. So with Zard Y being 4 times weak to it, Aegislash can cover that because Wide Guard protects against spread moves. So that's pretty cool. Plus King Shield stuff is always nice. Next off in round 4 is another mon I was surprised was here. It was either going to be this mon or Mamoswine, and I really wanted this mon over Mamoswine, and that is going to be Krookodile. I love Krookodile. Krookodile is probably one of my top 10 favorite Draft League Pokemon of all time. I don't think I've got a chance to use it in Generation 9, but in doubles it seems pretty cool. Intimidate, I think, is like the best ability, right? It gets Earthquake. Stab Earthquake, as I said, is really good, and then it also gets Rock Slide. It's a great Scarfer in my opinion, and it gets some support moves, I guess. So yeah, Krookodile's cool. I like it. Next we have Dragonite. Dragonite is something I was surprised was here in round 5. The main reason I wanted Dragonite is because I wanted speed control, and that is a Tailwind. Yes, it's only base 80 speed, but I think we can still manage it. It would be nice if it was faster, or if we were able to have faster speed control, but unfortunately all of that went literally in the first 3 rounds. So here we are in round 5 with what I think was the best speed and just the best mon on board at that point in round 5, and that is Dragonite. I love Dragonite. Dragonite also one of my just top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. And then speaking of another Generation 1 GOAT, we have Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is actually really cool. I thought this might have gone a little bit sooner because with 14 coaches, there's less Pokemon everybody's going to get, or less good Pokemon everybody's going to get. And I think Kangaskhan is pretty decent for the value that it would have, or at this stage in the drafting pool, compared to whatever else was left on board. It gives us Scrappy to hit ghost types with Fake Out, which is really great Fake Out. Also, just another really great move in VGC, being able to stop your opponent for 1 turn, and then your partner Pokemon take advantage of that turn as well. So that's pretty cool. Plus, Inner Focus is nice because we can also stop opposing Fake Out. So we can't play the mind games of like, hey, is he going to have Scrappy? Is he going to have Inner Focus? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Kangaskhan wants to bring, but I love Kangaskhan. Love Kangaskhan. Then next off, we have another Gen 1 GOAT. 3 GOATs in a row here. Venusaur. Venusaur is really cool. I was able to get this round 7, which might have been a little bit risky because someone took Torkoal, and then once they took Torkoal, I was like, okay, I am not going to pass up on Venusaur. So I was able to hold out on Venusaur until round 7, and I think that was an absolute steal in my opinion. But this gives us a Chlorophyll Sweeper, a Setup Sweeper, as well as a nice Poison type to potentially deal with T-Spikes. I don't know, hazards aren't a thing in doubles, so I don't know. But I mean, I guess dealing with Glamora, we have a Poison type for that. So yeah, next off we have a Gardevoir. Gardevoir was kind of a toss-up between this and something else that got sniped, so I figured Gardevoir is a nice fit here. This gives us a Fairy type, and it gives us a Trick Room option. So spoilers, we don't really have Trick Room abusers, but we have ways of stopping Trick Room and countering Trick Room if we need to deal with Trick Room, and Gardevoir helps with that. Plus, it just has a lot of great supportive moves. And Telepathy is pretty cool. Telepathy means it won't be hit by Earthquake from like Crocodile, Sludge Waves from Venusaur, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see how Gardevoir does. Gardevoir is pretty awesome. And then next off, we have something that we absolutely desperately need at this point, and that is speed. We have Greninja in round 9 here with its base 122 speed. I think this is now the fastest, and I think it is going to end up being the fastest thing on the draft at this point because there wasn't really much left. Plus, offensively, Greninja is still pretty good. Much like, as I mentioned with Venusaur, we have Sludge Wave plus Telepathy with Gardevoir, so that could be pretty cool. I know Protein is a little bit tricky, obviously, if we go for Protect the first turn that the battle, or for the first move whenever Greninja's out. And then we turn into a normal type. So we'll have to kind of deal with that, but outside of that, it's offensively pretty good in my opinion. And again, I really needed the speed, and I felt like Greninja kind of not only sealed that, but it also had some nice moves like Sludge Wave and like Icy Wind, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. And then our final team member is going to be our second Mega, and that is going to be Mega Lucario. Now, initially, I wanted Mega Lopunny or Mega Meowstic or maybe Mega Gallade. Everything lasted except Mega Gallade, and then here Mega Lucario, and I was convinced to get Mega Lucario. I mean, look at its stats: base 145 attack, base 140 special attack. I'm probably not even going to put the stats on the board. Why would I say that? Not on the board, on the video here. I'm just probably going to put a picture of the team, honestly. But base 112 speed 2 to go with his base 140 special attack and base 145 physical attack. Adaptability, really nice. I think that this could definitely be a sleeper pick. This and Greninja, I have high hopes for Mega Lucario and Greninja. I don't know, Shuckleking told me that round 10 Mega Lucario was a steal, so I suppose that this will hopefully be doing well this season. So that is our squad. If you guys did enjoy this, let me know what you think of the draft. And with that being said, I will see you with week 1 probably in a couple days. I'm not sure when this will be going up or when I'll be getting it up, but it'll be going up hopefully before week 1 does. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and later, everybody.